To ensure nobody gets lost on the tour, let's take a look at a map of the Hellbranch Meadows project area. You can see on the right side of the property a dark blue line which indicates the original stream corridor, with black power lines running overhead of it. The lighter blue color is the newly constructed stream channel, and the orange area around it is floodplain restoration area. The dark green color is where we've restored forest, and the light green color is where we've restored prairies. The yellow colors are where new wetlands have been built. The red line that's running through the middle of the property is a seasonal tributary that feeds into the Hellbranch Run. Now that you're oriented, please sit back and enjoy your tour.
Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wilson, Conservation Program Manager with Franklin Soil and Water Conservation District, and I'd like to welcome you to Hellbranch Meadows. The property owned by Franklin Soil and Water, located out in the Hellbranch watershed, which is Franklin County's main tributary to state and national scenic river, the Big Darby Creek. Over the last few years, we've had the privilege of seeing a large-scale stream restoration take place here, using funds from the Ohio EPA's WRRSP program, and we'd like to talk to you a little bit about that project here today. Franklin Soil and Water acquired Hellbranch Meadows back in 2008. We used the Clean Ohio Conservation Fund and a reduced sale from the landowner to acquire the property. But at that time, we really didn't have the resources or funding to do a large-scale restoration. So some time went by, and we were finally able to locate that potential funding source. And then we brought in the team from Coldwater Consulting, and Chad and his group, and they kind of helped us through the restoration process. So Chad, could you tell us a little bit about your role in the restoration of Hellbranch Meadows?
Yeah, so we were very excited to be involved with this project. It's definitely one that has been very rewarding, come with some challenges, that's for sure as well.
A few.
But yeah, the Water Resource Restoration Sponsorship Program is one that sets out to remove impairments to the aquatic life uses in streams in Ohio. So the main goal here was to improve the main stem of Hellbranch Run itself, and along with that came improvements to the floodplain and the riparian corridor, and also the intact uplands that are beyond as well, to restore a more healthy, full riparian system.
For those of you familiar with Central Ohio, you know that we have a lot of hydric soils, like Kokomo soils and things like that hold a lot of moisture and have a high clay content often. Traditionally in the area, though, those soils have been drained, and we've lost a lot of wetland habitat because of that, either for agricultural purposes or during the development of the area. So part of the project we really wanted to focus on in these upland areas was recreating and reestablishing those wetland habitats. And Chad, could you talk a little bit about this wetland and sort of the techniques we used to reestablish that hydrology here?
Yeah, so this was an area that was mapped as hydric soils, and so we identified this as a potential restoration wetland. The work that was done here involved minor excavation of between 0 and 18 inches of soil. There was also a couple of clay tile laterals that were removed here. Once that work was done, the topsoil that was removed was respread in a way that we have varying micro pools and high spots and low spots. Microtopography is what we call it. We also added in some large woody debris that you can see here, which also provides some of that microtopography. And as it breaks down with time, it will form these kind of small high spots where other drier plants can grow and add diversity into the system. These coarse woody debris also provide habitat for amphibians, especially frogs and salamanders that can hide under them as they're searching out for prey in these wetlands.
And recently this summer, during one of our site visits, we had a few visitors to this area, right?
Yes, we did. We had 22 egrets that were in this wetland, and probably a lot of frogs and toads and tadpoles that those egrets were seeking out.
Good day for Hellbranch Meadows, bad day for the frogs. So we're here at one of the larger wetlands of the project. This is a floodplain wetland, and it's the one that we anticipate will have water in it most of the year. Typical depths probably 18 inches, maybe up to 24 inches. And Chad, you want to tell us a little bit about why we chose this location and what we think this will function as?
Yeah, so this is one of the, like Kyle said, floodplain wetlands that is basically placed in the remnant channel. So the original stream channel for Hellbranch actually came through this area. When the channel was relocated outside of this power line easement, this area was left as a low spot so that when floodwaters come up and out of Hellbranch Run, it can feed into this area. And this wetland will serve as a sink for sediment and nutrients. It will also serve as habitat for a variety of wildlife that are utilizing Hellbranch Run and the riparian corridor. You can see some buttonbush plantings that were installed, as well as some of the rushes and sedges and grasses that are coming in. This wetland will actually fill in with time. As floodwaters come out of Hellbranch, the bottom will come up and this will turn more into an emergent wetland system as time goes on.
So that's our tour of Hellbranch Meadows. We hope that we were able to capture some of the really fantastic things that we've been able to do here over the past couple of years. We'd encourage you to contact us if you want to come out and see the property sometime. And we hope you've enjoyed your time with us today.